Alrighty. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to be playing DMC4 using the DLC characters, Lady and Trish. I've never played this section of Devil May Cry 4 before. I did play a little tiny bit with Lady, and I gotta say I'm very much having a good time with her. It's a really fun time, I will say. I've already upgraded her a decent bit. I'm really not sure what else to go for. Probably Hysteric too, and is this one on the ground press? Ooh, I might have to get multiple when I get the chance. Is that a thing I can grab right now? I don't have enough souls. Okay. Without further ado, let's restart from mission 2 because I left off at mission 3. I didn't get a chance to finish it, and I need some warming up with this character. Alright. I will say she plays very different compared to Nero and Dante, but in like a really good way. I want to say I really do like her. She's a little slower when it comes to like the combos. She's not really aerial like Nero. She doesn't have like a stinger type move for mobility like Dante and Nero have. She has something similar to one, but it's with her shotgun, which I do think is the best gun she has overall. Super fun though, I'm not gonna lie. Even though she's a little bit less like flashy than Dante and Nero, I think she's like super fun to play with. I also think like her double jump, the fact that she uses her grenade launcher as like a table hopper is really funny. It's also really fun because I think if I do table hop next to an enemy, I think they take damage. Yeah, they do. So I think, you know, as always, make sure that your pistol or your weapon fire is on your trigger. And look at that. Just hold it, get level 3 charge, and you just smoke these guys. One shot, one kill. That's like something you really want to do with Lady, especially because with Nero it's really nice to get the level 3 shot to get like the other explosion, but with Lady it's even like integral to like your DPS. I want to say, like, to get her the best amount of damage you can get off with her, because Dante and Nero have some really good juggling capabilities. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about Lady, and I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, I'm a hack and slash expert over here, but like, she feels like her juggling capabilities are not the best. I think she specializes more in like dealing damage, like upfront damage, and her CC might be better. I might have to play around with more of her moves to see. You know, another thing you could do is use her little stinger ability right there, a little mini one. Just shoot it out. All the that's another thing you can do with all the other characters like that. I can't wait to try out Trish though. I have a feeling it's going to be Lady for the first half, and then it's going to be Trish for the second half. Kind of like how you play with Dante and Nero and Dante, I want to say. All right, let's do this secret mission. I'm not going to do all the secret missions, mostly because some of them are really hard. Even with Dante and Nero, like, really, really hard. But something like this, yeah, I'll 100% do. I won't mind. We'll just hit him up with one of those. Another thing is her version of Devil Trigger is just shooting out a bunch of like these little mini grenades that just do absolute damage, like havoc. She's just I think she's a really fun character in my opinion. Look at that. And racking up combo meter with her is not hard either. Hold on. I gotta kill the other guy before the time runs out so that way I don't fail the mission. Where's the other guy? Come here. All right, let me get my my reward, my fat my fat blood orb. You know, the more I get older, the more I look at the blood orbs, the more funny I get. They just start laughing. When I was younger, they were really cool to look at, you know, but you know, getting older and everything, it's just how goofy they are. It's so funny. You know, at least she has some aerial. She's more aerial than Dante, I'll say that much. At least with her, you can like juggle people mid-air with her wires. You know, just kind of like spam them a little bit. And she has a hell of a lot more AoE than Nero and Dante, that's for sure. Oh, she's just really fun to play. And I'm gonna give, of course, I'm gonna give Virgil a playthrough as well. Lamb. Okay. But, sorry if I sound a little nasally. I had a very big breakfast today. I had some, whatchamacallit, cauliflower rice with some eggs and spam. That used to be my diet food back in the day. I used to only eat that with like veggies. I used to lose so much weight. I gotta get back on my diet. I've been letting myself go a little tiny bit. Hold on, let's take this guy out with a fully charged one, because look at this. Oh my god, just absolute mayhem. My man was not ready for it. She's definitely living up to her name to like being the Arsenal character. I always did like how Lady, her whole main shtick is being able to use like weapons really good, like for demon hunting and all that. I'm really happy they translated that well into the 4th game. I don't remember if she was a playable character in 3. It's been ages since I played 3. I'm gonna have to play DMC3 again. Give my 2 cents on that. But I just beat the game as Nero and Dante about like earlier today, and it's been forever since I beat DMC4. And honestly, I have to say, I know everyone's like talking about Nero's like underdeveloped character, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. I feel like it wasn't horrible. Like, yes, the whole time he's in the game, it's like, Kitty-A, Kitty-A! Right? But, like, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, okay? Look at that. Oh my god. She's got her own flavor of style that I absolutely love. Look at that. Yeah, I gotta start getting back on my diet. I used to eat a lot of fruit. It was mostly like cauliflower rice, meat, eggs, fruit. That was my diet. I lost like a ton of weight. I went from like I want to say 270 all the way to 208 in like 4 or 5 months. Just by eating at a really big calorie deficit. And I know that sounds really crazy, but like, I wasn't like starving myself or anything. I was actually full a lot of the time. I just feel like when it comes to, you know, people being a little scared of people being scared of going on diets, it's because they're, you know, a little scared of like not eating anything good. And I understand that. I do think that like not being able to eat what you want to eat is like a very scary thing. And it also doesn't help that a lot of diet guides these days are just really shitty. Like, just only eat no bread, no nothing. It's like, I can't have anything good? No. Just actual dog shit, like food. but I feel like once you learn how to like have a balanced diet, you can you can have something nice. There we go, sir. One thing I don't like about Lady though is with her, you do have to keep with her holding up the charge and everything. If you do not like have an opening for a shot, especially for the shotgun, you're not going to keep that level, which is really sad because there'll be times where I'm holding it. I get level 3, I'm mid combo, I'm like, yeah, I can shoot him, right? And then I don't shoot him, I just ended up wasting my charge. Because with the shotgun, it like just gives it a really big damage increase for a certain amount of time compared to like the other 2 weapons. So I really like the shotgun, and on top of the shotgun having that, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. On top of the shotgun having that, you know, the little stinger move, it really is like, I do think her best weapon, her best arm, I want to say. There you go. Get some orbs. Actually, I think I have enough orbs to buy myself a should I go blue orb? Should I go purple orb? I'm gonna keep going for purple. Oh. Oh, I guess I hit max. Huh. Maybe I'm missing out some of the secrets. I didn't exactly go very well with the secrets back when I played Nero and Dante. I am missing a couple blue fragments. Maybe that's another way to get max HP in this game. Okay. Now, I do want to know what the game is like with certain boss fights, like Bale and like the Frog Demon. I know Nero's like Demon Buster is super fun to fuck around with those bosses. You can do a lot of damage. Out here, we throw out some grenades. You see how much damage that shit does, bro. Okay, he's gonna do his little roar thing. I gotta back off as fast as possible. All right, there we go. Okay. Dude, I guess shooting him in the ass works. All right. Hold on. Keep forgetting to lock on. I'm trying to do the shotgun. Oh boy. Keep fucking up. Like, he's almost dead. Like, come on, man. You're almost dead. Take the L, please. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's go. Grenades. Alright, there you go. Alright, there you go. Also, in the beginning, the tutorial was Dante, like, kind of training her a little bit, which I thought was really funny. Which, you know, she's doing her own version of, like, she's got a little bit of Dante in her playstyle with that going on. Because Dante does that with his shotgun in gunslinger mode. And, you know, it just kind of shows, you know, a little bit of the friendship that they have, you know, teaching each other a little bit of moves. There we go. Okay, we got a pretty good rank on Devil Hunter. I might try to play the game on harder difficulties. I've never been really good at playing DMC games on like Dante Must Die or stuff like that, but I'll definitely try out like Demon Knight or Devil Knight Sparta, whatever it is. I'll definitely try that one out. Do I have... No, I don't have any. Alright, we're chilling. Alright, this is the last episode I left off of. For Lady, at least. I will say, man, I don't know how the last fights are gonna be with the fucking, with the Sanctus. His damn. Did I fucking hate that fight, even as, like, Nero. Yeah, look at that. Just, you know, just a little quick killing spree. I'm happy that at least, you know, if I use the shotgun, they're not, like, making it a bad thing. For these little guys, at least. Look at that. I should try to use a little bit more of this little technique right there. That's some really good AoE. Nothing, okay. We're gonna go up against the Frost Demons coming up. I want to see how much damage she does to, like, their Frost armor, because that gives them a pretty decent chunk of what's it called? Like, I want to say super armor. They don't get stunned very easily when they have the ice armor, and I really want to see how good she is against those type of enemies, because I feel like that might be her weakness. I'm not really sure. Yeah. But again, man, the lady that was in the anime compared to this lady right here, I kind of was really hoping for, you know, like, seeing more of, like, the grenade launcher, seeing what type of, like, weaponry she would use, but she just got stuck with, like, the most basic bitch sidearms in the whole, like, anime. She's, like, the most basic ass, like, soldier that you could get. The most basic ass soldier that you could get in the anime, which I thought was, like, very, like, you know, mid. You know, and I'm not super for, like, the, you know, her design in this game is not bad. If they wanted to go for a less sexualized design, all they had to do is, like, close up her shirt. Like, give her less, like, boobage. I know that's a really big thing these days. People are trying to be less sexual with, like, female characters. And I feel like, you know, you don't really have to do a lot to, like, rechange, like, how they look and everything. I will say, though, she is super easy to, like, kill these guys. I'm also a really big fan of how her grapple works. Ooh, there we go. All right. I feel like they could have done a hell of a lot better in the anime. They just had to make a couple tweaks to the story and it would have been fine. Hopefully, you know, the way they characterized Dante was a really good iteration of Dante before 3, or before, like, he got super serious in 1 and 2. To me, it just felt like it really didn't feel like it was a Devil May Cry show. I don't know. It just felt like, hey, this is a show. This is my own show with, like, Dante from Devil May Cry in it. That's my issue. That was my biggest issue with it. Like, the world building was okay until they, like, I was down with the way that they described hell being an alternate universe. You know, it is what it is. Like, people have liberties when it comes to, like, the story and everything. But at the same fucking time, bro, Like you could have done so much more with how everything was set up. All right, there we go. Let me see if I can blow this guy up with a level 3. What did that do for the stylish ranking? Ooh, okay, that's not bad. I'll take that. There we go. There we go. Getting some points up in here, bro. I better get that S. This was the right way to do it. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Get some AoE up in the. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm in love with this chick, bro. I'm so in love with her gameplay right now. It is so much fun. Just blowing shit up is so much fun. Oh my god. Oh. One thing that always gets me in these games are the fucking cameras. Alright. Alright, that's right. I can't do that just yet. I'm gonna have to do this thing. Bing bong. Okay. What? Okay, I did it somehow. Okay. Fuck. Okay, never mind. Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. No, that's not the right way to go. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, this fucking torture room area fucked me up. I don't know what it was about my little 12, 13-year-old brain, but trying to do these jump puzzles when I was younger, it was fucking awful. I'm not that stupid anymore, I promise. Hold on. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. I promise, I'm not that bad. Let's see. Okay, wait, hold on. There we go. Get me some fatty orbs. You know, I kind of wish they went into more detail about the order in this game. They don't really seem to like have given super much details on this on this little group of gentlemen over here. Oh my god, what was that lag? I will say, I don't know what it is with this game, but like playing the DLC characters, from what I can tell, much more laggy compared to everything else in this game. I don't really get it. Okay. Okay. Is he still dead? Is he alive? Okay, he's dead. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I noticed during the cutscenes for the opening cutscene for Lady and Trish that the game was just like losing frames. I never had any issues when I was playing the Dante, the Nero and Dante version of the game, and I didn't have any issues going into it. But I guess the DLC characters are a little buggy. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's because I'm streaming the game. Maybe my computer's fucking tweaking. Okay, so this is a Trish only. Okay. So I guess I was right. I'm gonna play some Trish later down the road. I'm super excited for that. I'm hyped. Baby girl Trish. I should have been the one to put them with the light. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with you guys. Yes, sir. I don't know why it's doing that. Jesus, it's so buggy. No issues when I was playing Nero and Dante. But hey, it is what it is. Any chance I get to play Devil May Cry, even if it is a little choppy, a little scuffed, I'll take it. Got holy water. Okay. Yeah, that barely does anything to that. Alright, so that's down. Go in here. What's in here? Gallery. There must be some guys that spawn here. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of her pistol, like her guns. I'm kind of fucking with it. Hold on, I'm gonna smoke your brains out, brother. Move off. Blow your head. Move off, brother. Yeah, this is the moment that we find the first knight, first order knight man. Okay, the shotgun just fucks him up. Okay. Okay. I like how they didn't even give her that many cutscenes like they did Nero and Dante. They were just like, you know, we'll just give them an opening scene, a couple little different interactions with some of the enemies when they first meet them, and that's it. That's all we're giving them. Yes, sir. Let me get that S. All right. What do I got here? Got nothing. We have no money. We're broke. Would seem as though I will keep being broke even though I get these S's. Oh my god. I don't know. I guess that's it. I try my hardest not to use items that much. Where's these gyro blades at? There we go. Now, I was interested in how I was going to be able to launch it, but I guess it's just shoot them to make them spin around and hit them with a melee, and they start spinning around like a motherfucker. All right. Get some more bad guys in here, huh? Oh my god. They don't like me. I don't like you guys either. You're gonna have to take that L. All of you are gonna have to take this L. There's a power fantasy at play. I will no longer be the victim when I play Dante or Nero. I'm now Lady Main. She's so overpowered. Why is she so overpowered? I guess because they made her like kit super simple. They're like, hey, we gotta make this game a little bit more simpler. Like Nero wasn't already simple enough. I say as I suck absolute ass at being able to hit EX moves with a Nero. Like any of his revving up stuff I can barely do, bro. I'm gonna do the most bare bones revving. Hold on, I want to check something out on my stream real quick. Gotta make sure everything's going spiffy. I don't know why, but the game is not coming out very cleanly on the see. go into stream output. Yep, that's fine. Video. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to do some more testing out to see if I can make this stream look a little bit better, guys. I appreciate the, if you're watching, you guys like sticking around. I'm going to stop streaming to see what I can do to fix this. Thank you.